What's up, everybody? I feel like it's been a minute since I've had a Wicked's World. And I know I'm not muted, so don't even try and mess with me. I see it moving. Don't um don't mess with me. All right, did my thing post? It did. Okay. All right. We're live already. Hello, welcome back to Wicked's World. It's been like what, 3 weeks, I think, since I've done Wicked's World. 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I don't know. But yeah, nice try, Americus. I have my thing. I see. Okay. I have my mic on. Sorry. I'm having a crazy hair day today. It's okay. It's all right. What's up? Did someone say not muted? Wait, thank you, Tara. He's like, nuh-uh. What's up, Trey? Two High Strungs here. How you doing? Steven TV. What's up, Hokies? It turned cold. You turned cold. It turned cold. So I got a chance to wear my Wicked hoodie. You know what? I don't even have a hoodie with my logo on it. I should get one, but I'm in Florida. But I will be going to visit family. I'm gonna do it, guys. Wait, I'm gonna visit family in the north for Christmas. So I'm gonna freeze, but it's okay. I'll be all right. Step one complete. Thanks, Dan. Must be fake wicked. Listen, everybody needs to just relax, calm down. It's Wicked's world, all right? So, what I'm not muted again. I like the new background. Thanks. So I have some lights that I have to put on. I know it's like really dark over there. That's the dark area. Um, so I'm gonna brighten it up. I got some lights. Actually, thank you. I just got it from my wish list. Some lights that I had on there that were just sent. Thank you very much for that. And also thank you, Tara, for my Morticia dress. I got that. Right, everything did post. Okay, so how's everyone doing? Nuh-uh, Trey. Trey, what is that picture? Oh, Carolyn Kennedy. I love it. A2D2's here. Hi, A2. What's up, Andrew? You had leftover pizza for dinner? That sounds good. I had pasta, and it was good. It was good. All right. Let me see what's did we go live on Rumble? We did. I see Hokies over there, 4 people watching. Hello. Let me refresh it. Make sure it's working. Okay. You changed it yesterday, Trey? It's funny. That's funny. All right, here we go. And Malty's here. Thank you, Malty, for the donation. I saw that earlier for the $25 donation through PayPal. Thank you. And everything's going great. Everything's going great. Sorry. Whenever I pause for a second, I feel like I'm like Jay. I used to always think that he like before I realized that he just like freezes. Sometimes I always thought that he actually froze like when he stops. So whenever I stop to like read chat and I'm quiet for a minute, I feel like people are probably like, "Did she freeze?" All right. So we got a couple of things to talk about today. I found this article. We'll save that for like midway through. But this guy or ma'am, I don't know who it is, but they wrote an article, and it's funny because I just looked up South Park, right, on Google and News to see, like, what was up. I'm like, I'm gonna talk about it, obviously. I know we talked about it on Saucy Saturdays, but I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more today. Um, and one of the first at least when I looked, this was yesterday or the day before, one of the first 5 articles was this guy or girl, whatever, the person's name is Keegan, went on a rant about Gina Carano in the South Park episode, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, I'm gonna save it for the stream. I got, like, a quarter of the way through the article, and I'm like, "Let me just save it." But who here has oh, that's not it. Wait till I read it, Trey. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I wasn't, like, mad about it, but I found just how upset this person was over her take on the episode. Found it funny, actually. I giggled quite a bit. What do we wanna start with? I don't know what I wanna start with. Let's start with this. I think this might be, like, older news, but again, I'm late, guys. Like, Wicked's World's been on hiatus for a couple of weeks. which sucks because I'm trying to move it over and, like, some people probably don't know that I'm not, you know. Alright. So, is anybody excited about this? Highlander reboot with Henry Cavill from John Wick director is really happening. Oh, yeah, Tara? Maybe we could do something with, like, her and X-Ray because I know me and X-Ray definitely had a lot more to talk about, but because, Disparu wasn't not that he didn't care, but he didn't read the book and it's kind of more of a girl thing, I feel like, the whole Britney thing. I had a lot more to say, but I wanted to keep the topics rolling. Uh, oh, yes. Absolutely. Frostfang, thank you. Thank you for that. I will actually, be going on Kick after the stream and playing maybe some Five Nights at Freddy's. Guys, it terrifies me, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm really into it because I don't get scared easily. Ask everybody that was with me at Halloween Horror Nights. Like, Lee actually yelled at me, and not yelled at me, but, like, was like, "Can you just pretend or something? Like, can you get scared?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, I can't. I can't." But Five Nights at Freddy's, woo! Um, what's up, Sizzled Chest? And, let's see. What's up, Mecca? Brightest Day? Unlimited Power. Alright, so Highlander reboot with Henry Cavill from John Wick director is really happening. Is anybody excited about it, though? I mean, the John Wick director the John Wick movies do pretty well. Henry, we know that he's a good actor, so, I mean, I wasn't into, Highlander really. I should probably rewatch it. I think I watched it when I was super young. Um, so yeah, I hate reading articles from Nerdist because they have their freaking icons. They're like, move them. It's just a pet peeve, but it gets on my nerves. Anyways, there can only be one, unless we're talking about Highlander. In that case, Hollywood will just keep making new versions again and again. And now we know for sure it soon will, Deadline reports, a big screen reboot starring Henry Cavill as its titular immortal from John Wick's Chad Stilinski is moving forward. This is a huge step in fulfilling the director's ultimate plan of making sure this movie won't be the only one that gets made. The real prize for Highlander fans could be a whole new franchise. Hmm. So they gave an update. Okay, so I can't say his name. Stahelski, I don't know what his name is, gave an update on his long-awaited Highlander reboot movie when he stopped by Josh Horowitz' Happy, Sad, Confused podcast. During the interview, which we first learned about at IGN, Horowitz asked Stalinsky, I'm just going to say Stalinsky because it just sounds easier to say, about the status of his Highlander movie. At the time, he said the Highlander reboot is still in development. Now, Deadline says Lionsgate is definitely moving forward with the project. It's going up for sale at AFM if everything goes to plan and SAG Afterstrike gets a fair deal. It could begin filming in 2024. Okay. Stahelski? Okay. Well, I don't know. It's a last name. So you guys can't, who knows? It could be pronounced like some last names look a certain way. Like it's, so I'll go with Stahelski because that actually sounds more correct. Cavill? I know how to say Cavill. What, I didn't say his name wrong. That's not what I'm talking about. There can only be one except 6 movies and a TV show. I know, right? So, let's skip forward a little. A whole series of movies seems is definitely possible for him more than ever. A lot has changed in the actor's career since he first became attached to Highlander. He's no longer DC Superman or The Witcher's Geralt, but both taught him how to defeat powerful enemies and wield a sword. Why would you say both? Superman doesn't, okay, wield a sword would be Witcher. Well, defeat powerful enemies. Okay, sorry. I'm just picking it apart now. My bad. So he's ready to be an immortal, and he likely will be multiple times. There can't be only one new Highlander movie, right? All right. So, uh, let's X this out. All right. So reboots, we're not. So let me actually look up something real quick that I saw right before my stream. What do you guys think of them putting, let me go to the news here. Like putting out old movies in theaters. Hold on. Where is it? Like Elf is coming back to theaters, and I don't like it's supposed to be like this exciting thing, but it's like at the same time you can just stream it. It is fun to go have the theater experience, right? But it's I feel like I don't know, is it them just trying to make extra money or because movies are doing terrible kind of right now? That's what I think re-releasing okay, for instance, like Elf is it's not super old, but re-releasing like original movies like old school, right? Like 80s, 70s, even early 90s or whatever, 90s movies because there's certain kids now, like kids and young adults, whatever, teenagers that didn't get a chance to see them in theaters, right? Like I was very young when Jurassic Park came out, so I wasn't going to theaters to see that, but that would be freaking cool to go see that in theaters, right? I just think I don't know, I like Elf, so I mean, I wouldn't go to theaters to see it though. I've seen it way too many times. It's one of my favorites. So I mean, I don't think I would go to the theaters to see Elf, but I think something like I said, Jurassic Park or Jaws or something that you want to see or E.T. something. I just said all Steven Spielberg stuff, but you know what I mean, like something that the cinematic experience enhances it. Like the surround sound, the big screen. I just feel like maybe it's just me. I'm not mad about it. I like Elf, but I don't know. If they were gonna re-release a Christmas movie, maybe like Nightmare on Elm or not Nightmare, Nightmare Before Christmas. Sorry, my brain's going boop. Um, so I don't really have a problem with it. I just think yeah, who's the guy spoke about? That's Robin Williams. That's like an iconic. I forgot who took that picture. It's like this very iconic picture of him back like probably during the Mort and Mindy days. I'm not sure. What's up, Psychotic Mongoose? But you guys get what I'm saying, like, movies that just are super like, way more enhanced by the cinematic experience. Um, they haven't been able to make any cheap, quick Christmas movies for the season because of the strike so far. I gotta have something to release. You're right, Dan. You're right, they don't, and nobody really wants to go watch the Hallmark movies in, theaters. No offense to the Hallmark movie lovers. Sorry, mom. Um, I've watched a couple of them, like, with my mom, but I could not I mean, for one, I don't have the time to do it, but I could not sit there and, like, binge watch the Hallmark movies. They're all the same. They're all the same. Some businesswoman from the city goes to a small town and falls in love with a guy that milks cows. There you go. There's your next movie, Hallmark. Uh, during the Christmas season, though. It's during Christmas season. White Christmas. Oh, I see, like, old ones? Yeah, I seen someone say It's a Wonderful Life. I love It's a Wonderful Life. And it's funny because that movie wasn't originally supposed to be a Christmas movie. That's one of my favorites. That movie just hits. I love It's a Wonderful Life. You guys like my Hallmark movie? Were you, Steven? That's cool. I would be in a Hallmark movie, sure. I'd be an extra. I'd be in the background, or I'd be the girl from the city that falls in love with the masculine lumberjack. I watched one, I can't remember what it was called, it was actually alright. It was alright, but again, I was sitting there just sipping wine with my mom, watching, and, it was fun. Oh, yeah, you're right, Hokies, they don't like each other in the beginning. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Jim Carrey, yes, I love, Jim Carrey's Grinch. I thought he did a fantastic. He was the perfect person for that role. Some people aren't fans of it, and I understand it. I love the original cartoon, but what they did with the live action, I like it because I've said this before. When you're taking, a cartoon or anything and then adapting it in live action, if you add to it and make the story better, then Grinch cartoon was very short, so they had to add to it, and I thought they did a good job with that. Um, and Jim Carrey, just like his acting, facial expressions, perfect for it. What's up, Ian? I saw you earlier. Sorry, I didn't see your message. I didn't click on it. My bad. What's up, Ian? Hallmark movie. Oh no, I have to go back to my hometown for Christmas from the big city I'm so successful in. Exactly. Exactly. Ian gets it. You watch Hallmark movies, apparently. Oh, I would absolutely go see Home Alone 1 and 2 in theaters, for sure. I would love it. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. What's up, Drunken Sailor? So, yeah, I guess I'm not, like, mad. I just feel like Elf was kinda a random choice, and AC82 and Tara and Deconstruct over there on Rumble as well. Hi. What's up? I gotta get used to it again because I don't put Saucy Saturdays over on Rumble, so I'm, like, mixed up on it now. I got, you know, a double feature, that would be so much fun. I like the first Christmas Chronicles on Netflix. That's the only newest Christmas I loved it. The second one was alright. It wasn't bad, but for being an original Christmas movie, it was really good. I love Kurt Russell. He was a great Santa Claus, and I mean, they added Goldie Hawn in the second one. She was in it more, but I loved that. Like, I squealed when they showed her I don't remember if it was the end credits or at the very end of the movie when he goes back to the North Pole and we see that she's Mrs. Claus. I was like, "Yes, I love them." Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. What's up, Spirian? The Muppets Christmas Carol, yes. Okay. I'm a child because my favorite Christmas movie is Mickey's Christmas Carol. You I love it. Oh my gosh. I mean, when I was 4, I started watching that. Me and my mom would watch it every Christmas Eve. It was a tradition. I still watch it. I watch it more than once now though, but I definitely still watch it on Christmas Eve. So it'll be nice that I'll be with her this year to watch it on Christmas Eve because last year I wasn't. I'm gonna freeze my butt off. It's already snowing over in the north, so it's gonna be cold, but it's okay. I got jackets I left over there, so it's fine. I love Mickey's. What's everyone's favorite Christmas movie? Mickey's Christmas Carol is number 1 for me, but there's a lot that I really enjoy. That one and then It's a Wonderful Life is right after it. They put me in my feels. I love it. I know Tiny Tim, like, that part happens in all of the Christmas Carol movies, right? But I don't know. When Mickey cries and he puts the cane on the grave, it gets me every time. I tear up every time. T Really? Really? Because Tombstone. Muppets Christmas Carol hits hard. It's good. Home Alone 2. I see a couple of Die Hards in here. Yeah, Die Hard's a good one. I like Die Hard. And you know what? It's any movie that takes place during Christmas. I don't care what anyone says. You can have your own opinion. I really don't care. But I just think any movie, same thing when people think that Batman Returns, they consider that a Christmas movie. Sure, it's set around Christmas time. So why not? Started watching Ted on Christmas. See, like, if you want it to be a Christmas movie, it can be a Christmas movie. Alright, let's get this out of the way since we're talking about, you know I'm not going against Die Hard, it's just not my favorite Christmas movie. It's I definitely think it could be considered a Christmas movie. It's all Bruce Willis movies are Christmas movies, all of them. I feel like he yelled the end, all of them, and slammed his fist on the table. Alright, present and again, it's from Nerdist. They need to fix their layout because it drives me freaking nuts. Um, so Hocus Pocus 3 is in development at Disney. Uh, 2 was not good. It was not good. Yeah. So let's just they and look at how they look too. Like, I actually you wanna know, she looked the best. I forget her name. Her name's Mary in the movie. I forgot the actress's name. She actually looked the best. Um, yeah, so the Sanderson sisters are officially coming back for another round. Last year, the Hocus Pocus trio returned nearly 3 decades after the original film's 1993 release. While the sequel got some mixed reviews from fans, mostly negative because it was not good, most people agreed that it was a delight to see Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy. I probably said that wrong. Sorry, Kathy. Revive those kid hungry witches in the Hocus Pocus sequel. Now, Walt Disney Pictures present Sean Bailey confirmed to the New York Times that Hocus Pocus 3 is a go. Yes, think that, yeah. The question is why? Yeah, you can't top the original. The one was the only good one. I don't know what they're gonna do. What's up, Liam? Now they can actually look the part without makeup. Yeah. So in that profile, the article simply reports, yes, Hocus Pocus 3 is happening. This film is in the addition to other live action developments. Why they say live action? Because Hocus Pocus was already live action. Like, I don't feel like you need to throw that in there, but whatever. Including Moana, Hercules, and Lilo and Stitch. Oh, yeah. I have to look up Hercules. I heard about that, and I haven't read anything. Someone said something in my Kick chat the other day about that. There are no further details about what we can expect, but surely we will get the three leading actors back as those silly witches once again. So, like, they're just gonna keep coming back. Don't bother, Dan. It was not good. Like, I'm not usually, you know what? Actually, watch it and form your own opinion if you'd want. But it's not as good as the original at all. No. Yeah, that's what I heard. I gotta look. You know what? I'm gonna look into that in a second. What's up, Jaluk? So when Hocus Pocus 2 came out, screenwriter Jen D'Angelo did hint at a sequel including original protagonist Mac should have been in it, Max Dennison, and his girlfriend Allison Watts. Hopefully these actors will reprise their roles in Hocus Pocus 3. That might make it a little bit better. What's up, Atomic Pies? It might make it a tiny bit better. Um, because I loved them in it. And his sister, they all should come back. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. So yeah, and Danny. All right, that's enough of that. I just wanted to touch on that. We got to look into this Hercules stuff. I was talking to a friend today about this will be a nice segue into our next topic here after we see what's going on with Hercules. Hold on, hold on. It's just showing the live action Snow White. I'm not seeing. Do I trust BuzzFeed Inside the Magic? I do not trust Inside the Magic. All right, let's see what this is. Collider. Do we trust them? I don't know, but more than Inside the Magic for sure. Um, da, 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 da. I know. What's up, Gravy? Hold on, I need to get some water. All right, so Disney's Hercules live action remake, director, plot details, and everything we know so far. The hero who put the Glad and Gladiator is returning to screens, this time live action. This is from July? Nah. What? No, 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 no. That's no. We need a more recent. There isn't anything that's more recent. So how do people hear that they're gonna make Hercules black? Because I'm not seeing anything on that. Oh, Michael B. Jordan's gonna play him? Is that it? Is that what you guys are talking about? Oh, here we go. I found something from a week ago. Here we go. I don't know this. Who is this? The Publicia. The Publicia. Here we go. What's up, El Gato? That's the rumor. I like Michael B. Jordan though. I do think that the, recasting, race swapping stuff is just getting overdone. Oops. Crap. My bad. But I like Michael B. Jordan. All right. So, news that Michael B. Jordan is Disney's frontrunner to play Hercules in the live action remake of the film has raised eyebrows online for what critics are saying is another example of woke race swapping. Well, it is race swapping. That's not a lie. The original 1997 animated film was based on the legendary Greek hero Hercules, whose name and mythology was adapted by the Romans into the more commonly referenced Hercules. Hercules. Okay. Hercules? Hercules? They're pronounced different, whatever. He was the greatest of the Greek heroes and became an inspirational figure for Roman emperors who often styled themselves on his likeness. All right, let's skip forward. But in 2021, it leaked that Disney was looking to cast a non-white actor in the titular role. Despite claiming they were not ruling out casting a white male, Hollywood insider Daniel Rickman speculated that Disney was actually pursuing a person of color to lead the live action remake. Huh. But, oh, I already read that. Earlier this week, rumors began to circulate that American actor Michael B. Jordan may be in talks to take the role. While the casting, among many other details, is still unconfirmed, many took to X, formerly Twitter. I love how every article has to write that now. I wonder how long it's gonna be until they just omit the formerly Twitter, probably never. To express their criticisms of the direction the film appears to be taking, Michael B. Jordan is tapped to star in the new Disney film Hercules. I hesitate between laughing and crying. While there will be a biopic of Rosa Parks played by Muriel Robin, F. Wokeism wrote political commentator Johann Power Medit. I don't know who that is. So all right, I will say he definitely has the body to play Hercules. He's a good actor, but they're not doing it because they actually care. We already know. We've had this discussion. They don't actually care about being inclusive, whatever. It's um for I do remember hearing that, but I've also heard that Ariana Grande might play Meg. I don't think so. I think it's just because she was on like a special. Yeah, it was a special during COVID times and all that. Where she sang I Won't Say I'm in Love, and she did all right. So I think that's where that was coming from. I have no idea. It whatever. Market Reality, thank you so much for the $5. They're just race swapping so they can call the audience racist again. But I do like Michael B. Jordan too. Yeah. No, you're right. They're doing it to get a rise out of the audience because that yeah. So I was on X, formerly Twitter, earlier today. So before we get okay, we're done with that. You know what? We're in the middle. I got a few more articles to cover, but we're gonna hop right in now since we're more kind of in the middle of the stream. I'll be going for an hour and a half, 2 hours today. But this article, I've never even heard of this website. It's called Cracked. Maybe I've read articles on it before, but I don't remember if I don't know. Especially stuff like this, I'm just like, eh. I should have sent this to Jay for his stream earlier. I'm sure he would have had a good time with it, but maybe he already covered it. So before we hop into this article, earlier I was talking to a friend about this study that was done, and it I wish I don't know if it was recorded. I would like to see it. Um, but anyways, allegedly the study was done, and it makes perfect sense of what is happening in Hollywood now when they let women creators take over okay, let me just spit it out. So, they had a Batman toy for a girl and a boy, right? Girls and boys to play with it, right? What did the boys do? They became Batman, right? They wanna be Batman, so they were all Batman-y, right? The girls, they had Batman go shopping and get his nails done and made them all girly because that's what girls do. They projected themselves onto the Batman, right? The Batman toy, which th that's what little girls do when they play with dolls. That's why they have Barbies and stuff. They project themselves on it. So that makes perfect sense of what's happening in Hollywood because think about so I didn't know this, Tracy Lowe, but really, and it makes sense of what little girls do. That's what we do. Um, so apparently I think it was it the creative director? Hold on, let me see if I can find this. Hold on. Find her. Give me a second, guys. My bad. Trying to see if I can find a picture of I think it was the creative director for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, what is it, Mutant Mayhem? Maybe you guys could tell me in the chat 'cause I can't find it. But this is something that I heard. So there was a lady that was, a part of the, creative team, and wouldn't you know, she was a bigger what do we what did we call it? Say that they made April look kinda dumpy, that it had nothing to do with her skin color, but they just made her look dumpy, right? But one of the creative minds yeah, self-insert, Mecca, exactly, that's what they're doing. Mutant Mayhem One of the creative directors or somebody that was on the creative team was a well, she looked like April. So I wouldn't like I don't understand self-inserting yourself into this stuff. But that's why I was talking about that study, right? Because men, you give a little boy a Batman and he's Batman and he's doing all this Batman stuff. You give it to a little girl and she's like, okay, Batman's gonna go shopping. Like it's just how it is, right? And I think the same thing happened with Mary Jane in the new Spider-Man movie that the women creating just I don't and it's like okay, when I was a little girl, I didn't want like I didn't really care if like my Barbie looked like me, right? I was a brunette. I had a bunch of blonde Barbies. I was fine with that. I did like Teresa because she had brown hair, but it was literally just because she had brown hair. I didn't care about the looks. I had some friends that were larger, right? Like little chunky girls, and they didn't want like a chunky Barbie doll. They wanted the pretty skinny Barbie doll. Like it's just um yeah. So self-insert, that study just completely showed what adults do in this stuff. So I thought that that was a nice Dan, no Barbies look like you, not even Ken. 1 second, guys. Right. Before we get into this, let me see what's going over on was Chunky Barbie more expensive? Probably Ian. I mean, they have like a chunky Barbie now. I've seen her at the store. 82. Ken doesn't look like men. You're right, Disbaru. You're right. And you know, it's funny because I understand why they decided to make him blonde. Um like in the movie, Ryan Gosling killed it, by the way. Like he was the good he was the best part of that movie. But I remember my Ken, he didn't actually even have hair that you could do anything with. It was just like a fade. Um yeah. Girls like fashion appearance and emotion recognition. Boys like building things and physical exertion. Yeah. I've talked about this. What's up, Corey? Chunky Barbie needs a bigger hotel. Um So, I was best friends with my cousin, and he was a guy. I had girlfriends and stuff too, but whenever I would his mom would watch me, I'd always bring my Barbies. I had a Jasmine Barbie that was my favorite, and he never wanted to play with Ken. He was always Hulk Hogan, and he always had to save Jasmine from the Undertaker. That was how he played, and I'll always remember that, but that's how it is. So, anyways, this article, I'm reading it more so for the giggles. All right, don't let it get you mad. We know that Gina lives rent free in these weirdos' heads. This is a very frothing at the mouth article, so get ready for it. This was I think it was top 5. When I had looked up something about South Park, I wasn't even planning on bringing up like I would mention the Gina thing, sure, but I was just looking up you know, I wanted to find a South Park article and see what people were saying about the episode. Disparu, I didn't hate the Barbie movie, so clearly I am. Why you gotta call me out like that? So Gina Carano claims that Disney exec Kathleen Kennedy will go after Trey Parker and Matt Stone's families for South Park joining the Panderverse. That title alone is funny. It's like they're making it sound like she said that they're gonna be like physically attacked, like Kathleen Kennedy's in the mafia or something. But just wait, there's more. This article gets really funny. By Mr. or Miss Keegan Kelly with the Barack Obama profile picture. All right, here we go. I'm not gonna read the whole article because this is just it's too much, too much. So former Star Wars and current the first sentence current alt-right grifter Gina Carano says that Kathleen Kennedy is going to come after Trey Parker and Matt Stone's families. Dun dun dun. Like what? Stop! I can't. That's not Barack, that's her. Presumably by putting a chick in them and making her gay. Okay. It's been 4 days, yeah, so this came out this article is like at least a week old. So it's been 4 days since Parker and Stone released South Park joining the Panderverse, in which they mocked Kennedy, woke Disney, and the reactionary crybabies who attacked them with both racist and harassment every time the entertainment monolith reboots a beloved property with less than 100% Aryan representation. Naturally, the both sides are equally stupid satire sailed high over the heads of the latter targets as right-wing culture warriors across social media quickly claimed that South Park is on their side of the divide because Cartman said something that reflected their views. Are you okay, Disparu? Listen, it's gonna be hard to get through this one. Uh it gets funnier. Earlier today, wokeness alarmist. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one yet. Elon Musk replied to a promotional tweet from the official South Park account, cryptically declaring the bellwether has sounded. I'm gonna let Trey handle my arguments for this one. Yeah. So I'm not gonna reread like, oh look at they put G and G in here and Gina. Surprise, surprise. We've already read Gina's tweet. If you haven't, go on and read it. I'm not gonna read it again. I think we read it. I don't remember if we read it on Saucy Saturdays, but yeah. Let's just skip forward. Oh, let's just read this even further. Even further right on the pronoun provocateur spectrum, Carano, who lost her role on Disney's The Mandalorian for, among other things, comparing her persecution as a conservative in Hollywood to the Holocaust. That's not what she did, but okay. Responded to the special with a frothing rant. I love that I thought that she was laughing about the episode. I feel like this article that I'm reading right now, this is pretty frothing at the mouth. Like this guy was losing it, or girl. I don't know. I have no idea. Keegan, Mr. and Mrs. Keegan, um, about how Parker Stone and all their loved ones are now in peril for daring to cross Kennedy and Disney. Holy crap. Sorry, Americus. What's up, Biggles? I know you will, Disparu. Go find Keegan and yell at him or her. I don't know. It's like she completely forgot about what South Park made Mickey Mouse do to that bat and poor Pangolin. Okay, whatever. We're gonna skip a little bit. So, where hold on a second. Wait a minute. Who's around the galaxy? I don't know who that is. I don't watch those Star Wars people. Um When the Star Wars podcast Around the Galaxy reposted Carano's manic warning. How was it manic? Can somebody explain to me? You can't because it's not manic. These people are just crazy. They're just weirdos, as Anna would say. They said, in case you were wondering, Gina Carano has lost her mind. Okay, I think she's doing just fine. Uh, and further expounded upon her cancel culture fear mongering. Okay, yeah, because cancel culture is not a real thing. So let's just skip forward because I don't feel like reading any more of this article. Truthfully, even if Disney could do a damn thing about Parker and Stone targeting their company and its executives, South Park joining the Pandaverse couldn't possibly be the straw that broke the cancel culture camel's back. Even the ruthless season 23 episode banned in China barely earned Parker and Stone any blowback beyond fittingly getting the series banned in China. Carano's attempts to speak as an expert on edgy humor simply because she got fired for posting memes about being a modern day Holocaust victim. Wow. Um, okay. Ring hollow when Parker and Stone are habitually more pointed and provocative than her tweet feed ever was. All right. Now that we've all lost some brain cells, and I've lost a bunch of viewers because I guess maybe people are tired of hearing about this. I just thought the article was funny. Okay. Exactly. Ian, thank you so much for the 50 pounds. I said $50 the other day and someone got upset with me. 50 pounds. I'm currently adding wokeness alarmist to my LinkedIn. Do it. We are all wokeness alarmists. What's up, Rob's Eclectic Media? Eclectic Media? Did I say that wrong? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Like they're like talking about frothing at the mouth. Like that person. Okay. I think we're gonna need a palate cleanser. A2D2. I'm just gonna keep randomly saying that because every time I say it, she just runs back and says what? They don't? I'm shocked. And they talk about stuff you find interesting rather than chasing an audience at any 10 minutes. Yeah. Thank you, Claire. I don't know if I said that right, but thank you so much. Hey, Wicked Virtue, saw you on Side Scroller, so I had to subscribe. Great videos. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's do a palate cleanser. We're gonna say Five Nights at Freddy's. Guys, I've really been liking Five Nights at Freddy's. I got into the lore. I am going to stress myself out and play all the games. I'm on night 4 of the first game, so we will finish that, and then I will play 2. There's like 7 freaking games. Uh, but the lore, we'll get there in a minute. Oh god, this is gonna scare people. Not gonna stay on that picture. Trey is about to have a flashback when I show this. But thank you, Trey, for actually telling me about this because I had no idea. You think I would see more because I actually cover a lot of articles from Bloody Disgusting, so I don't know. You said it right when you reread the name. Eclectic. Gotcha. I'm learning. No, I know how to talk. I know how to read. It's just sometimes when you're reading on the stream, you mess up. Is there only 7? I put them all on my wish list because I'll just get them as I go. I mean, I have the first one and then the most recent weird 80s one. It's not weird, but it's very different animation from the first one. So sorry, Trey. So Barbarian. If you guys haven't seen it and you like suspenseful horror movies, watch it. But warning, warning, this movie may mess you up a little bit. Yeah. It's weird. There you go. Yeah. So, I enjoyed it. This to me, was it this year, Trey? It came out this year, right? Or was it the end of last year? This was my favorite horror movie of this year, I would say. I never saw Audition, but I think Audition is probably worse. It's not This movie isn't that gory. It just well, watch it and then tell me what you think. Okay, so last year, September 2022. All right, so it was the end of last year. So Barbarian's getting a video game adaptation from New Regency Pictures and Diversion 3 exclusive. I'm kind of excited for this. I think this game is going to be creepy as heck. So Zach Krieger's hit Barbarian is the latest horror movie to get a video game adaptation for PC and consoles. Yes, PC. Courtesy of New Regency Pictures and Diversion 3 Entertainment, Bloody Disgusting has the exclusive scoop on the upcoming video game this afternoon. Diversion 3 Entertainment will lead the creative team adapting Barbarian in video game form. Diversion 3, what company is that? Hold on, I gotta see. Like what? Moby Games? That's what that is? It's Moby Games? What games do they have? I got a stuffy nose. One game. Oh, so they have games with a lot of different companies. Let's see. I'm just looking up some of the games. They were Ooh. Well, the Evil Dead game wasn't bad. They just had to fix some stuff. So they had a part in the Evil Dead game apparently because they worked with Saber. All right. So all right. Diversion 3 Entertainment will lead the creative team adapting Barbarian in video game form. Having Diversion 3 Entertainment on board is a big deal right off the bat, as the company previously worked on both Friday the 13th game and Evil Dead the game. Okay. All right. That's good. We're very excited to work with the team at New Regency to expand on the other setting, characters, and creatures of Barbarian, said Tim Heiss, executive producer of Diversion 3 Entertainment. The film did a magnificent job of not only scaring audiences with its unexpected and horrifying twists and turns, but also in establishing strong characters thrown into terrifying situations. We look forward to exploring these themes further in the game. So I wonder what they're going to do, but I don't think it's going to be something like Friday the 13th, was something that you could keep replaying. I feel like this is going to be a story. In my opinion. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's going to be a story cuz I'm not sure what you could do with this as far as, online playing, you know what I mean? So, All right. Where was I? We look forward to exploring these themes further in the game. Expanding the Barbarian universe into gaming provides a new way to capture the horror that made the film such a success. We're thrilled to collaborate with the incredibly talented team at Diversion 3 Entertainment to immerse new and existing fans in this world, added Yarvid Micklin, chairman and CEO of New Regency Pictures. In the film, starring Georgina Campbell, Bill Skarsgård, and Justin Long, a young woman books a rental home, only to discover that a man is already staying there. Against her better judgment, she decides to spend the evening, but soon discovers that there's a lot more to fear than just an unexpected house guest. Currently, there is no release date for the Barbarian video game adaptation, with more information on the game's developer and publishing coming soon. Stay tuned for more as we learn it. Okay, I'm going to play it. I will 100% play it. It'll be over on Kick. Um is Kick some? Yes, it's a basically a competitor to Twitch. A lot less censorship, and they take on the creative side, they take better care of their creators over there. So yeah, I love my Kick. I will actually be over there playing. I'm not sure what I'm going to play yet. I'm going to see. It's either going to be Sea of Thieves or maybe some more Five Nights at Freddy's because I'm enjoying getting scared. It's nice because I never really get scared, like, I'll get a jump here and there from Dead by Daylight, but that I've never screamed so much. Spirian, thank you for the $5 donation over on PayPal. Thanks, Spirian. That too, yes, they a way better cut, but they also the biggest thing for me is I mean, they're starting a bit more with, like, I don't know, like hate speech and stuff, but still they're not censoring as much as Twitch was. I know at least before I stopped really like streaming on Twitch, they made it to where if they don't like someone that you're sponsoring with or something that they can demonetize you on Twitch, and that's I don't think that's okay. Like say for example, like you want to work with like Nine Line, like I got a Nine Line shirt on, so let's just use that example. If they don't like Nine Line, they can just demonetize you, and that's stupid. Um So yeah, I as soon as I will keep you guys updated on Barbarian. I feel like Trey might be the only one in my chat that actually watched this, but it was a really popular movie last year. I enjoyed it very much. Because I'm more into the suspenseful. You guys know that I'm more into suspenseful horror over like gory horror. And there was some gore. Obviously, it's a horror movie, but Mark, yes, you're allowed in the comments. You saw it, Gravy? Okay, I seen it. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's X this out. So, I will keep you guys updated. It'll be another scary game for me to play. What's up, Gigi Luca over on Rumble? We got 20 people over there watching. Thank you guys. I know it's a new night, so it's like my viewership kind of cut in half, right? I used to have like 100 or more for Ricketts World on Saturdays, but now we have Saucy Saturdays on Saturday with my co-host Extra Girl and Disparu. It's we have a really good time over there every Saturday. But Wicked's World is going to stay on Thursdays because I still love my Wicked's World podcast, so I'm not going anywhere. And I will start having guests on here again once in a while, but it's nice to just kind of chat with you guys a little bit. Maybe next week I'll get a guest. Um, maybe I'll do something where I try to have a guest like at least once a month for Wicked's World. Scariest game ever, Mary Kate and Ashley's License to Drive. I played there goes my voice again. I played the Mary Kate and Ashley games for like I think it was PS1. Let's see. All right. Now let's hop into some Five Nights at Freddy's to talk. Are you guys burnt out on it yet? Listen, I liked the movie. So, all right, I did do a review and I was really tired when I actually recorded my review for the movie and there's other stuff I could have added that I probably should have, but I'm still learning how to do the whole review thing, right? So yeah, I agree with it being mid, right? So The one thing, especially now that I've played the games, I knew about the lore, right? I watched the movie and then I watched Matt Pat's movies. I mean, really, if you want to hear about the lore, Matt Pat does a great job breaking all that down. So I watched his videos because they're organized and it was easy for me to yeah. Anyways, so after watching the lore, I did like the movie a bit more. I understand when you have to make certain creative changes, take creative liberties with movies because you have to, you don't want a 4-hour movie. There's 7 games and like a gajillion books for Five Nights at Freddy's. So there's a lot behind the lore. The creator, I give him props. Like that, to be honest, Five Nights at Freddy's should have been an amazing horror movie because the lore, when you really dive into it, holy crap, it is creepy as heck. So, yes, it was very mid. That's the thing with Blumhouse. It's very hit or miss. Like Blumhouse, they always have great sets. The pizzeria, the Fazbear Pizzeria that they had in the movie, they actually built that inside of a abandoned Home Depot in New Orleans. Like they built that was actually it was a huge set. It wasn't just like, they put up walls and stuff. They actually so Blumhouse, the visuals are great on their movies. But they need better writers and better directors. Like, no offense, guys, but you got. I'm a little nervous now for the Dead by Daylight movie. It's Atomic Monster and Blumhouse. Am I gonna watch it? Of course. I'm gonna go to the theaters to see that. That's like my game, right? Um, thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. Yeah, and Matt Pat is in the movie. Spoiler alert. Markiplier was supposed to be in it, but he was working. I'm actually pretty excited for Markiplier's Iron Lung movie. It looks decent. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Trey. Yeah, studios got their hands on it. So Blumhouse, they need better writers and better directors, and I think their movies could be brilliant because their set designs and I mean even the animatronics, like it was all great. But the writing was very mid. Um, I hope Nick Cage is in the Dead by Daylight movie. He freaking better be. Blumhouse was Halloween Ends. Rob, you should talk to Trey. Yeah, okay, I didn't even know that, see? I'm pretty nervous about Dead by Daylight because there's also a lot of lore behind Dead by Daylight. Yes, they get, licensed characters, but there's a decent amount of lore behind their original characters, and if it's interesting. If you wanna, hear about the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, I suggest looking into it because the story is actually really good, it's great. Blumhouse, however, did not do it justice. I thought the movie was mid. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10 because I thought it was a fun movie still. It could have been better. It should have been like terrifying, honestly. You guys have seen me play many horror games, right? This game is the only one that makes me scream. And I'm going to keep torturing myself with it and playing it because I like it. Um Nick Cage in DVD film as long as he has all his game lines. Like when he when he hits his knee, oh my god. He better be in it. I think he would. I do have to watch Willy's Wonderland. You thought Five Nights at Freddy's was a Nightmare on Elm Street spinoff? That's fair. If you don't know, Blumhouse lowballs the productions and pumps up the marketing. It's 99% trash. They drove Insidious and Conjuring into the ground. Ooh, I never watched those. They're okay with their own stuff. Yeah. I'll have to give Willy's Wonderland, a shot. So, I do have a if you're interested, I did do a review on Five Nights at Freddy's. I probably could have gone a little bit more in depth, but I was tired when I recorded it. And I'm still getting used to it. I'm trying to get a feel for videos. Like I'm trying to do more videos over on my YouTube, not just clips from streams or, I'm trying, guys. I'm gonna do some more over there. But Five Nights at Freddy's has one of the biggest critic audience box office gaps ever. That happens all the time. I'm gonna take a guess that Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 10 and the audience score was like 80. So I think a big reason why people liked Five Nights at Freddy's is because and this is being proven with other movies this year and last year, whatever, when they don't throw the social crap into it, right? Like we want escapism and entertainment. We don't want to hear about what's going on in the political world and all, you guys know. you guys see it. So that's why movies like this do well because none of that was thrown in there. It was just a movie that's supposed to entertain you, scare you a little bit. Didn't scare me. Although Springtrap, the golden Bonnie suit, that got me a little bit. That didn't scream, but I was like, "Whoo, that was creepy." Matthew Lillard was good in this. I enjoyed it. Do I script them? No, not really, because I like to sometimes it depends on what movie or not movie, what video I record, but I really enjoy just letting it come off very naturally because a lot of people don't really do that anymore on YouTube, which is nothing wrong with scripting it, but, I like to just give my, real take on it, and I just edit out any, like, moments where I'm, like, trying to think, but I probably I don't know if I'm gonna really do the tier list that much anymore. Not tier list, the rankings. Those ones were a little bit scripted, and I don't know. I flow so much better not scripted. I do better on live streams than I do recording videos. I stopped listening to critics when Siskel and Ebert panned Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Oh, geez. The fourth scene was, right? That's what I mean, Mecca. There was a couple scenes that were like, okay, yeah, I like to do the raw approach, right? Sometimes I'll, write down some thoughts because my mind, I'll forget something and I'll be like, shoot. So maybe if I would have wrote a couple more things down for the Five Nights at Freddy's, it would have added to the video a little bit. But I when I do reviews, I put a little bit of spoilers in there, and I'd really just give my raw opinion on it. Yeah, Americas. That's what I should have done. Horror shouldn't be PG-13, no, like, 'cause the Five Nights at Freddy's is terrifying, okay? And the movie should have been rated R, and it should have been scarier. Okay, so into the article. As a critic who does indeed have their reviews fed into Rotten Tomatoes, I do tend to reject the idea that critics know nothing and only audience scores matter. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Critics used to matter. Because critics used to things are at times are just different now, you know? Anyways, this really is not reflective of reality, as most of the time, critic and audience scores are pretty similar, especially in genres where you might not think that's true, like superhero films. There are outliers, sure, but on the whole, we're not so different, you and I. However, you want to see a real outlier? Look no further than Five Nights at Freddy's, which boasts one of the largest gaps between critic reviews and audience slash box office success in recent memory. The stats here. Holy crap, that's pretty big. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 28% and the audience gave it 89. Yeah, back when critics were actually critics. Yeah, it should have been more horrifying. Like, I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. That's not a great score, but it was not the worst movie that I've ever seen. But I mean, you guys seen it with me playing. I got terrified. There needed to be more suspense. And I think it would have been nice to have more of a what they should have done when Mike, the main character, the security guard, when he's, you know, because the third night, as you guys seen when I played, is when things really ramp up. That's when the stupid fox wouldn't stop running. They should have did something like that. Even just one moment where, like, they didn't do anything like where he's like sitting there and then he looks in the doorway and then Bonnie's just there. They should have at least done that. Or Chica. One of those. Like they're a little less. Like Chica and Bonnie, yeah, they'll get you. Bonnie got me when I first played because I didn't know not the worst movie I've ever seen, Wicked Virtue. Put it on a poster. That's how I grade things. That's the worst one I've ever seen. Um so they should have had that at least. Like Chica and Bonnie aren't they're scary, right? They're creepy, but they wait a second. Freddy and the fox, I forgot the fox's name right now. Sorry. They just dive right in on you. Like Bonnie sits there. It's kind of funny now. Now that I've played it a bit, the way Bonnie just like kind of is like, "What's up?" The way he just sits there, the blue bunny, and then Chica just like comes up to the window like, "Hey." That but they wait a second, right? So if you don't notice them right away, because it happened to me in the game. I noticed when I was watching a playback when I was making a little highlight of it, that I turned the light on and I looked the other way and I didn't notice Chica in the window, and then I did and I closed the door. So when it's the fox, no, he don't wait. He just dives right in. And same with Freddy. So they should have had Bonnie. I think that would have been a good example. Like because they had Mike falling asleep in it. Sorry, if I'm spoiling this for anybody here, but he's asleep, and they could have had him where he like woke up and then he looked in the doorway and Bonnie's just sitting there and he's like, ah, and then like nothing, like he doesn't get killed, obviously. I don't know. They had to change it for a certain reason, I guess, but there should have been a more suspense. That is what makes Five Nights at Freddy's. It really does suck because the guy who's the creator? Hold on, I forgot his name. Um Scott Cawth Scott Cawthon. Yeah, he wrote a really good story. Like his story was great. A S tier on that like the lore is great. Um and the reveal, yeah, I said that too because I didn't dive into the lore of the movie um until after I watched it. And they stuck to it, but I do understand why they changed some of it, but I had no idea about the daughter thing, who she was in the actual games. Yeah. But I knew, I'm like, "Yeah, it's gonna be his daughter." Alright, so, back into this article. I've said previously it's rare that there's been a film made less for critics and more for fans in a way that has turned out this well in memory. We can look at other performing films critics hated and fans liked, but the gaps aren't this wide. Let's see. The Lion King had 52% versus 88. Transformers: Age of Extinction had 18% to 50%. Jurassic World Dominion 29 to 77. 50 Shades of Grey. Even the audience didn't like 50 Shades of Grey. Twilight. Yeah, and didn't like Twilight really either. I didn't like any of those. I didn't actually see Jurassic World Dominion. I don't want to because that's one of my favorite franchises. I love Jurassic Park. And they just the same thing they did with Flash. How that's when you really think about it, it's actually pretty sad how bad the Flash movie like did because of all the cameos they had in it. Even reminds me. Even Nick Cage was like, "What the heck about his cameo?" If I can find it. All right, we'll talk about that in 1 second. I'll pull it over. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna stick to the fact that people really, I guess 89% is good. I wouldn't give it 89%, but they enjoyed this because there wasn't, social or political politics, any of that. None of that was shoved into this, and that people just want to be entertained. This, I think, Five Nights at Freddy's is a big example of that. Even fans, like hardcore fans of the movie, didn't give it like the worst rating. They just, you know, all agreed that there should have been more suspense in it. It should have been rated R. I agree with that too. All right, since we're talking about this, I forgot about this. I'm actually glad I kind of brought it up without I didn't have an article up on this. It's not like riveting news, but it just shows that even Nick Cage didn't like. I didn't. Okay. I'll be honest. I still haven't watched it, and I don't think I'm going. I just have no I have no desire to watch it. It's amazing that Five Nights at Freddy's is doing so well in theaters since it's also available to watch on Peacock. I know. I know. All right, so Nicolas Cage criticizes Superman cameo in The Flash. I did not do that. It's no secret that The Flash packed in plenty of superpowered cameos. However, it looks as though Nick Cage cameo wasn't at all the same as what he filmed. When I went to the picture, it was me fighting a giant spider. I did not do that. I want to see this interview. I can see like I did not fight a big spider. That's not what I did. The scene in question appears near the end of The Flash during the climactic Chrono Bowl battle, which sees Barry Allen snatch a glimpse at various worlds throughout the multiverse. Nick Cage's cameo is a glimpse at one of those worlds and a callback to the Tim Burton Superman movie that was never made but would have starred Nick Cage as the Man of Steel. Although the cameo was very CGI in its appearance, it was nevertheless shot in person, with Nick or sorry, with Cage appearing on the set adorned in the Superman costume, and while it may have eventually differed from what he shot, Cage insisted it was not AI. I don't think it was created by AI, he said. I know Tim Burton is upset about AI, as I am. It was CGI, okay. So that they could de-age me, and I'm fighting a spider. I didn't do any of that, so I don't know what happened there. But when I get where Tim's coming from, oh, but I get where Tim's coming from. I know what he means. I would be very unhappy if people were taking my art and appropriating them. I get it. I mean, I'm with him in that regard. AI is a nightmare to me. It's inhumane. You can't get more inhumane than artificial intelligence. But I don't think it was AI in the Flash he added. I just think that they did something with it. And again, it's out of my control. I literally went to shoot a scene for maybe an hour in the suit, looking at the destruction of a universe and trying to convey the feelings of loss and sadness and terror in my eyes. That's all I did. Despite the scene eventually leaning on CGI, presumably to add the giant spider, Cage did praise director Andy Muschietti's attention to detail when it came to the iconic suit. They did put a lot of time into building the suit, said Cage. I think Andy is a terrific director. He is a great guy and a great director, and I loved his two It movies. Okay. However, he was still surprised to see the shot go further than he had filmed. What I was supposed to do was literally just be standing in an alternate dimension, if you will, and witnessing the destruction of a universe, he said. Kal-El was bearing witness to the end of a universe, and you can imagine with that short amount of time that I had, what that would mean in terms of what I can convey. I had no dialogue, so had to convey with my eyes the emotion. So that's what I did. I was set on set for maybe 3 hours. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see it, so I can't, really put my 2 cents in on that, but he fought a big spider. Alright. His cameo was the only good cameo, and he didn't even like it. Mark of Reality says, "How many different Batman were there in The Flash?" I think 3. Batfleck, Clooney, and Keaton. Did I miss anyone? You know what? They probably would have had Val in there. But he's not acting right now. But I don't know because was Val Kilmer was in the same universe. Was he supposed to be the same Bruce Wayne as Michael Keaton? I actually don't know. I don't know. Don't watch The Flash. If anything, I'll just watch the Keaton cameos. None of the cameos look good in that CGI world. See, I don't know, guys. Yes, so I'm unsure about that because Keaton, right, he didn't wanna reprise his role, but it was still Tim Burton. Val Kilmer and George Clooney Batman are now different from so I know Clooney's was because it was a whole different take, like, a whole different director, but I wasn't sure if Val Kilmer was supposed to be portraying the same Bruce Wayne that Michael Keaton was because it was still, Tim Burton's universe. I guess we'll never know. Well, maybe, I'm sure there's an article out there. Mm. Oh, I gotta X something out. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Mm. I'm a bit worried now though. Like I was so with the Dead by Daylight movie, I was cautiously optimistic about it, let's say. But now seeing that they couldn't like it's because of the lore behind Five Nights at Freddy's. Like now that I know more about it, I'm like I don't know, guys, because like Trey, go look up the lore. You'll probably be a bit more disappointed. Now, seeing the lore, they did stick to like the main, right? That the souls in the body or in the suits, like the main stuff, yeah. Um, but it should have been scarier. That game scared the crap out of me, man. You guys saw I have the clip. If you didn't see it, there's a short on my YouTube, or it's on my Kick if you guys wanna go, watch that, because I will be streaming on Kick in a little bit once I'm off of this. I heard let's look that up. You know what? And wasn't Christopher Reeve, correct me if I'm wrong, someone in the chat will know about this. Wasn't he, like, against CGI stuff or something like that? See, is there images? There's no images of him in The Flash? Alright, good, I'm trying to find it. There's no images on Goo what? The Flash. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. My bad. Give me a second, guys. First pick is rolled back in 3 weeks, and I'm already boomer in it. Okay, let's go. Images. Let's see. Oh. Ew. Let me make it bigger. It looks like a video game. What? This is it? It looks like a video game. Ooh. The heck? That's it? This looks bad. Yeah, he was gonna be old school, right? Yeah. I didn't think he ever got a chance to it, but I thought someone mentioned something, like, not maybe not CGI, but I don't know, I guess maybe it was just the old school thing. Yeah, it will. I know Robin Williams paid for his hospital bills near the end, right? Yeah, speaking of I love this picture that I just got. Yeah, yeah, this is it right here, it looks like a video game. Yeah, the CGI was not, and they didn't have Henry in this at all? Was he in it? He didn't make any appearance in it, right? God, look at that, that's even worse, look at that. Jeez. Hold on. Is this from the movie? Is that from the movie? This isn't from the movie, is it? Please tell me that's not from the movie. I didn't see it. That's bad. I mean, the other ones are bad, but, like, this is really bad. That's fan made? Okay. I was gonna say, dang, okay, whoa. Sorry, now I'm just looking at pictures, guys. Is this I have to ask you guys 'cause I didn't see it. That's true, Charlie, they did. If they did, they cut him out. Yeah, but by all means, let's keep Ezra in the movie. I know he's the Flash, but come on. Yeah, Americus, the CGIing dead actors into films need to stop. It's freaking creepy and disrespectful. Okay, enough being serious. Back to posting it. No, it is though. It's weird. Some of it's weird. Like when you see full concerts, like Tupac throwing a concert, and like, oh, it's weird. It's very creepy, and it makes you wonder like how their families feel about it. Is this the actress that played Supergirl? He had a CGI render, really? Wow. Okay. Is that the actress that played Supergirl? Because if that is, she's like they made her less pretty in the movie. And way more that's her? She's actually pretty, I think. Not that they made her ugly, but they made her very I guess what androgynous in it. because that's what they do now, because who wants femininity anymore? Yeah, this is her, look at. Yeah, what? Like, she's not ugly there, but she's way prettier right here, more feminine. Anyways. See you later, Rob. Thank you for subscribing and hanging out. Yeah, I will be on Kick later. I'll be getting on around 9 p.m. Eastern. Like, right now it's almost 8:20. So we'll be wrapping up here shortly, and then I will take just a quick little break, and then I'm gonna hop on there. I'm not sure what I'm playing yet. I will it'll be something though. Much less pretty, intentionally looking like yeah. It was basically a reused shot from Justice League when he comes back from the dead. Really? Like, damn. No need to cut her hair. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she wasn't ugly, but they definitely made her look less feminine. But that's what they do in these movies now, unfortunately. Yeah, I might play Five Nights at Freddy's, but I might be playing something with people. So I'm gonna see. There'll definitely be more Five Nights at Freddy's, so I'm gonna finish it. And I'm gonna play more of it. So that's probably gonna take the place of Dead by Daylight for a little while. I'll take breaks though, because I can only handle so much of the security cameras on Five Nights at Freddy. Um, mm, sorry. You're a shill. How dare you? I'm just kidding, baby. I'm pretty sure I will get scared again, Corey. Yeah, it's a very scary game. It got it's the suspense, man. That's what gets me. That's what I like. I like that in games and horror movies. Yes, yes, she is. Ah, all right. Mm-mm. Sorry, I'm looking at stuff. My bad. My bad, guys. Rip DVD. Freddy done stabbed you in the foot. No, I'll still play. I feel like, don't you start that, Trey. It's not. You're a Nintendo shill, gravy. Actually, I will be playing. Speaking of Nintendo, I will be playing the new Mario game. The what is it? Super Mario Wonder. I have it. I just haven't played it yet. Actually, last time I went out of town. I take my Switch with me when I go, and I haven't even plugged it back in yet. So we will. There'll be some of that over there. Um, obviously Five Nights at Freddy's, always Sea of Thieves. It's yeah. I don't, there should be a new chapter coming out on Dead by Daylight soon, actually. I'm shocked that they didn't have something for, I mean, they have the Halloween event, but normally there's a chapter. I'll play that, Justin. I love Mario games. Mario Wonder hate. You know what, Trey? I haven't used a clip yet, so here you go, Trey.
Move this man!
Sorry, Trey. Someone needed to get it this stream. I know, too many games, so little time. No, I like being able to change games up. Like, Dead by Daylight is my fallback game, right? That's, as much as some people don't like playing that without friends, I actually enjoy playing it without friends. Like, I like, it's fun to play with friends too, obviously, but that's like my go-to chill game when I don't want to no one was worthy of a clip until Trey got booed. Oh, you guys want Kill the Lawyer? All right. Well, we're wrapping up, so we might as well do some clips. Right, here you go. This is from Mark of Reality. Where is it? There it is.
I am a lawyer. Kill the lawyer! Kill the lawyer! I'm not that kind of lawyer.
Oh, I miss Robin. I love this picture. It's never going anywhere. My background will be lit up a bit better soon. I have some lights based. um Yeah, so it'll be a it's a great Christmas movie. Actually, you know what? I think it does. I don't know if it takes place. around Christmas time, but there's snow in London, so. Trey, you wanna get booed again? Alright, let me see what's going on over on Rumble. A2! Thank you, guys. There's 30 people over there. What's up, Rumble? You know, I just realized I never uploaded my Five Nights at Freddy's, review on Rumble. Whoopsie. I used to have it connected because and people that make videos know that you can connect your Rumble. But I stopped doing that because I got annoyed that my live streams would re-upload, and Saucy Saturdays is just staying, over here. It's a YouTube exclusive. Um, you're welcome, Mark of Reality. I'm not a peasant. I had it connected. Yeah, yeah, Disparu, yeah. I could connect it, but I had to keep going back to delete the live streams. Like this live stream would re-upload, and it just got. I've also heard, I'm not sure, but I was told by somebody that when you manually upload videos, they do better. So maybe I should put that to the test and upload my Five Nights at Freddy's video. That I don't know why that would make a difference. Someone said that though, and I guess I could put it to the test and see if. But again, Five Nights at Freddy's is kind of a hot topic now. So if it does well over on Rumble, I don't know if it's because I uploaded it myself or probably, yeah. I think it was Mazza told me it, but Grant told him that. Mr. Grant Gregory. So, or as Mazza would say, McGreg. What does he call him? Mick Gregory, like McDonald's. I don't know. Boo Trey here on Rumble. Sarah. It's comical how much peasant is used in Robin Hood. Oh, you said the word. You said the word, and now Disparu is gonna be triggered. The way I see it, if Rumble doesn't care about me, I don't care about them. Here you go, Disparu.
Please.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
because I'm worth it.
You're worth it, Disparu. Wolverine Snicket. He calls him Mick Gregory. Yeah. What's up, Wolverine Snicket? I have a toy channel and I manually upload those videos, and that channel is outperforming my live gaming channel. Really? Ah. I still have Audrey Hepburn. You just can't see her. She's up there. You sub to me? I have a Rumble now. Oh, thank you. Don't slag Robin Hood, you goofs. Yeah, I have Audrey actually all over my room, really. She's right there. There's one up there. There's one over there. I'm gonna move some stuff around. I actually think I'm gonna move the one Audrey picture because it's kind of empty over there. I have some stuff that I'm gonna be posting. I have a whole pirate shelf I'm working on. I knocked over my mermaid today though, but she's drying. I glued her back together. She's all right. But I'm working on a pirate shelf. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Now I'm just like rambling. Rumble hates you. You want to know something, Disparu? I actually don't do that well on Rumble. Sometimes my live streams over there will do okay, which is another reason why I just left Saucy Saturdays. It's actually funny. I deleted it. I got a lot of views on the Saucy Saturday that accidentally uploaded there, but I got a lot of hate for some reason on Rumble. Like people talking crap about us. And I was like, what? Okay. But I didn't want Saucy Saturdays over there anyways. A drunk 3PO shelf? You want me to have a drunk 3PO shelf? What? Is he the only pirate? No, I actually here, I'll show you guys some of it. The mermaid's not there because she broke, but you can see some of it there. I have my little pirate chest. One of the skeletons from Sea of Thieves, and my spyglass, which thanks again for that, Tara. I have something else that was just sent to me, but I'll show it off on Kick. I have a Drunk 3PO shirt on. I forgot I had this shirt actually. I got this shirt like a month ago and I found it in a drawer today when I was cleaning out. I was like, I'll wear it. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I know this was like there wasn't much going on in this stream. I have some ideas for Wicked's World. Like I'll still cover the pop culture news, but I want something that's a bit more fun, like something light to at least end it on. Because I know you guys have so much fun with us on Saucy Saturdays because we get the Disparu hair flips and me and Actually Girl Drunk. It's a good time. Disparu is drunk, but you can't tell because he's British. So Thank you guys for the donations and everything. You're awesome. I will be in a half hour, in 30 minutes, I will be live on my Kick. My mods have been dropping the links. If you're not following me over there, go. There you go. Thank you. Hokie's got it right now. Thank you guys so much. I'll be back live here on Saturday with Extra Girl and Disparu, 8 p.m. Eastern for Saucy Saturdays. And I'll also be live on Kick tomorrow. So I'll be around for the rest of the week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. You're amazing. And that's it. That's it. Have a good night. Bye.